In this video, I'm going to show you how I revamped this wig, taking it from this right here to this which you see here. If you want to see how I did it, please keep on watching. Let's get right into the video. This is what we are starting out with. The wig was a little bit tangled behind, so I brushed it off camera, and I'm going to start by pouring water on the hair, and I'm going to use my shampoo to wash the hair, and the shampoo is the AP Moroccan shampoo, the shampoo I showed you. So I poured a generous amount of the shampoo on the hair, poured water in there, and started to use my hands to just massage the products all over the hair and also scrub the hair gently. This is just to ensure that I take out any dirt that has been trapped inside of the wig cap, just wash it really well. Well, this particular wig right here wasn't very dirty because, man, the water is still relatively clean. So I rinsed it a couple of times, and after I rinse the hair off completely, what I'm going to do next is to condition the hair. Because I realized that the hair wasn't very dirty, that's the reason why I didn't bother reapplying the shampoo and washing it over and over again, because then the hair is clean. But if you're working with hair that is very dirty, you might need to wash it a couple of times. I'm using this olive conditioner. I poured a generous quantity all over the wig, and I used my hand to spread it all over from the tip of the hair all the way to the top of the hair, making sure all the parts of this wig get that conditioner. Next, I'm going to apply my keratin treatment, this particular one right here, just to make the hair more smooth and silky. I'm going to apply a generous amount all over the wig from the top all the way to the tip of the hair, and just ensure that I spread it all over so that every part of the hair gets the nourishment it needs. So if you have other hair treatment, you can use it, but I just use this particular milk treatment and my castor oil to help strengthen the strands of this hair, because when the strands of your hair starts to get weak, it starts to break off. So I use castor oil just to ensure that the strands of my hair remain thick and healthy. So after I apply the castor oil all over the hair, I use my hand to spread it all over, and what I'm going to do next is just to flip all of the hair inside of the wig cap, and I'm going to put that hair in a microwave for about 3 minutes to heat it up. And after heating it up in the microwave for 3 minutes, I'm going to rinse it off right now. So I just poured water in that bowl, put the wig inside of it, and I'm using my hairbrush now to just brush through the hair from the tip all the way to the top. I poured out the first water I used in rinsing the wig, and I poured in fresh clean water to just further rinse the wig. But I'm going to rinse this wig a couple of times until the water that's coming out of the hair is clear, because we don't want to have any products build up in the wig. So I'm going to rinse it off again the second time and pour more water in there and rinse it the third time. And yeah, so right about now, I think I'm pleased with how the hair looks, and I'm going to air dry it, and this is how the hair looks after I air dried it. So I asked my client how she wants her wig to be styled, and she told me she wants it styled as a body wave. So what I did was just a section of the upper part of this hair and clip it away. Next, the bottom part of the hair, I started to comb through it, and I'm going to moisturize the hair and spray my heat protectant spray. For my moisturizer, I'm using the Moroccan Argan Oil Serum. My heat protectant spray, I used the Delofil Argan Oil Magic Complex, the product I showed you before I started. The two of them, I put them together. So just take a screenshot of the products if you are curious about it. But then I have tutorials on products that I use on my YouTube channel. I've reviewed various hair heat protectant sprays, hair serums on this channel, so please just check my playlist. You would see these videos right there. I'm using a coiling wand that is pretty large, like a 32 millimeter coiling wand. So I comb through the hair, and I use the coiling wand to start to coil the hair. When I get towards the end of the limit of the coiling wand, I just flip the hair over, and I keep on twisting the coiling wand all around the hair until it has sucked in all of the hair. Then I hold it up there for a few minutes, and then I pull out the coiling wand. I use my hair clip to hold the hair up there so that the heat can cool off, and then I proceed to coil another section of the hair. I just comb through it and I take my time to really coil it well. You notice that the hair on the left side of the wig, I coil it to go in the right direction, and the hairs that are on the right side of the wig, I coil it to go in the left direction. Like, you see how I'm just coiling this hair right now. You're going to notice how I'm going to pull out the coiling wand the same way I want the coils to be. I might not have pulled it out exactly how it's supposed to be, but when I'm taking down the pins, you'd see exactly what I'm trying to explain. So I took out another section of the hair and I clipped it away on both sides. What I'm going to do next is to moisturize this part of the hair. I might not show the part where I moisturize it, but I'm going to reapply that Moroccan Argan Oil Serum to the hair, spray the heat protectant spray again, and then start to cut out small sections of the hair and coil it. The hairs on the right side of the wig, I'm coiling it to go towards the left side of the wig. Like, I'm coiling it to face the left side of the wig. So I just take my time, hold the tip of the hair and just coil it meticulously until the coiling wand has sucked in all of the hair. With the way I'm rolling it up, I'm just taking in the hair and then I let the hair heat up for a few seconds to a minute. I pull it out and then I pin the hair up there. Then I keep on coiling the rest of the hair. I take out the small section, I comb through it, and I coil it. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please kindly join the community by clicking on the subscribe button right below. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you're getting value out of it. If you feel like you've learned something from this video, or you just like the fact that you were able to see this video and it was helpful for you in any way at all, just give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to our channel and share this video with somebody who it's going to be very helpful for. If you don't have the resources to be revamping, to pay somebody to revamp your wigs, by just watching this video, getting the products and the tools that I use, you would be able to do these things yourself, but it takes time. So you just have to be patient, and the more you do it, you will get used to it. But if I'm going to be honest to you, as much as I've been doing this thing for a while, I still get really tired when I'm revamping wigs or styling wigs and all of that. It can be very stressful. So just dedicate some days if you have a lot of wigs that you want to revamp, and eventually you'd finish everything. But just stick to it and do it yourself. Or if you're somebody who does this for business, you get tired, just remember that, man, nothing in life comes easy. You just have to just put in the necessary work that you need to put in to get the results that you want. So for the hair around the closure area, you notice how I'm just still coiling it in the same way I coiled the rest of the hair. Though there are other ways you can choose to coil your hair. Because I coiled mine this way doesn't mean that there are no other ways in which you can coil it. Like, if you've seen my other videos, you notice that sometimes I may not coil the hair on the closure area using this upward coiling direction. Sometimes I might coil it using the upside down direction. I don't know if I'm explaining it well, but probably in a video in the future, that's if I'm still putting out content on YouTube, because I really don't know. Maybe I'll probably just be doing more talking videos for 2025, because, man, I don't know. Okay, guys, so for the hair on this side of the wig, I just use my hair coiling wand to sort of straighten the hair around the closure area, and then I start to coil the hair. And after I've coiled the hair up, I pull out the coiling wand and pin the coils right up there. So this is the last hair right here. You see how I just first straightened it, and then I proceed to now start coiling it with the coiling wand. And after I've gotten to the very tip of the hair, I just hold the hair up there for a few seconds, and then I pull out the coiling wand when the hair is taking the heat very well. And then I'm going to hold the hair together and use my pin to pin it up there. So I'm going to let the coils cool off for a few minutes before I start to take out my pins. I might not have showed you like the waiting period, but I let the coils cool. You can let the coils cool down overnight, let's say for 3 days, 4 days, depending on how long you can wait. If you have just 30 minutes, you can let the hair cool off for about 30 minutes and take down your pins. If you don't have the 30 minutes, you can just do like 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Work with the time you have. So as I'm taking down the pins, I'm using my holding spray to spray all over the hair. I'm going to show you the product that I'm using as the holding spray, which is the butterfly hairspray. I'm going to show you the can much later. So I kept on taking down the pins, and you notice the direction that I'm placing the coils to go. The hairs that are on the left side, I allow the curls go in the right direction, just the same way I called it. The curls go in the right direction. And for the hairs that are on the right side of the wig, that's the hairspray, butterfly shadow. Yeah, it's the silver can. So I just spray the hairspray all over the hair. And for the hair that is on the right side of the wig, the curls are going to go in facing left direction. But just watch and see me do it right now. So you see now the curls on the right side are going in the left direction. So after I'm done taking down the pins, I'm going to just take that hairspray once more and just blast it all over the hair just to help hold the curls in place. But take note, my client asked for body wave. I should have combed through the hair, but the reason why I did not comb through the hair is because by the time you start combing through your hair, the curls start to drop faster. So I just told her that by the time she starts wearing it, she can comb through it and then she's going to have that body wave look that she desires. So for the closure area, I applied my hair wax, sprayed my heat protectant spray, and I'm combing through the hair and using the coiling wand to flatten the hair around the closure area. You might have some little tangling situation going on there. Just take your time, be patient, comb the hair gently, and after you finish combing the hair gently, use your hands to just walk through the parts of the hair you curl that is up there, like that's the hair around the closure area. Just use your hands to direct the curls to go in the direction you want it to go, and you get back to combing through the hair and flattening it to look as nice as you want it to look. If you're watching this video and you haven't bought my ebooks, how to start your hair business ebook, hair extensions and how to test its quality, these ebooks are available. The links to purchase them are in the description box, or you can send me a DM on Instagram, on TikTok, and I'll be glad to send you these books after you've made payments for the books, because they are very, very affordable. Yes. So guys, this is pretty much the finished look on how I went from this right here to the beauty you get to see right now. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember, people would have courage, live a positive life, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, love.